Hello, and welcome to Before We Break Up Again with Alfie Brown. Say hi.
Hi.
And me, Jessie Cave, from Trolleyed, Sky One. We are recording this on Boxing Day. You won't be listening on Boxing Day, but
you might be.
I hope you had. Oh, maybe. Well, I hope you had a lovely Christmas. I hope there was no family drama, and the food was fine. We have to say, just at the beginning of this episode, that I might have offended some people in this one. Just bear in mind that I know nothing about anything, and whatever I said about autistic people, I'm talking about myself.
That makes it sound worse than it is.
I am talking about me. I'm not talking about all. Okay, let's just remember that.
I think when you're podcasting, some things come out and they're, from a position of ignorance.
And I swear a bit too much.
She does start swearing a lot.
And I might have also made a joke about anorexia, but that's just, again, all fun and games.
But also in the podcast format, you really got to take these, you just got to fucking eat it, don't you, listener?
Yeah, we're still learning. And also the fact that so many people comment about...
We're still learning.
What
are we learning?
About my autism.
Oh, yeah. I think I'd like to stop learning at some point.
Well, then make me unautistic. Is that offensive?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I just think we need to get you a diagnosis so you're no longer...
I'm self-diagnosed.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem, isn't it?
Okay, let's just start the podcast. Thank you for listening, everybody.
Join the Patreon, patreon.com/braveclown. Enjoy the episode.
Lots of love. I don't like saying that.
Merry Christmas.
I don't like that either. I'm not a big Christmas fan.
And what have you done? Another year over. A new one just begun.
Pinter.
Place. Good boy.
Right, off we go.
Good boy. This episode is sponsored by Woodford Reserve Kentucky Bourbon. It's a lovely big glass of bourbon, isn't it?
Can you slow down?
Slow down the bourbon drinking. No.
Did you get that in the Centre Parks place we went?
Yes, I think I got it from Calais.
I think we talk about Centre Parks so much.
It's a big part of who we are.
It's been a big part of our life.
So it's Christmas time. We are two very Christmassy people, aren't we?
Oh, yeah.
And we've enjoyed a fun Christmas together. What was your highlight of the Christmas period?
Well, first of all, just to say it went 100% better than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting a family drama.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
We didn't have...
Your family.
We only had one minor family drama.
Okay.
You were out for that, which was lucky for you.
What was that?
When my sister started crying because I wasn't feeding her.
Yeah.
She actually just said,
I'm not sure
I want some food. I just need some food.
I'm not sure she'd appreciate how you framed that argument, but...
Well, it's fair. It's a fair portrayal.
Yeah.
I need to eat. I need to eat. Okay, I'm just going to go out.
That's funny. It's a funny characterization. Again, she isn't here to defend herself. I'd just like to make that clear.
And she won't listen to the podcast.
Well, that's what's crucial to you in your telling of the story, isn't it? Is that she won't listen to the podcast, but people do talk.
Well, the thing is, I said to her, I will not be... I mean, I hate to say that the autism diagnosis is really,
You should get that diagnosed.
It is being thrust upon me right now. But I said to her very early on, I was like, I won't be serving food. There's a snack cupboard. There's bars. There's keto bars and there's a snack cupboard.
It's a snack cupboard that we've made a mistake with, isn't it?
Why? Because it's low down.
It's low down, yeah.
But
snack cupboards should be high up.
I like them being able to go to the snack cupboard whenever they want.
But they go to the snack cupboard whenever they want. Surely that's a problem.
They're tiny children. They need to have snacks. So she, I think, because we're not a family that serves food. I'm not going to serve lunch. It is a renowned problem with the renowned criticism of us in general is that we don't sit down for lunch. We're not lunch people.
I just think as soon as you start going, like making an event of more than one meal a day, that's suddenly your job.
Yeah.
That's a full-time job. It's having lunch and dinner.
Well, anyway.
6 of us.
You definitely spent the entire day cooking. And whenever we've been away for Christmas before I met you, when we would say go to a relative's house, it was like a full-on operation. And I remember always watching the matriarch of the family just slowly crumble throughout the day, just in the kitchen, and just thinking, is this really worth it? It's not that nice.
Matriarch being designated Christmas chef.
Yeah. Whereas you were the patriarch.
I was just the designated chef, wasn't I, for the day? I think. Well, before we confuse ourselves with these terms, I think I was.
I
just
don't know what
chef.
patriarchy is, so that's
don't play. Just come on.
Are you my patriarchy?
That's not. No. I am Alfie, and I cooked for your entire family. It's not easy to put on a Christmas lunch for a family. Well, a kind of collective of various families.
Yeah, I only realised that yesterday. It was actually really nice how my older brother's fiance, their 2 children, my younger brother, younger sister, my dad, my mum, obviously, and then our 4 kids. So how many people?
14 or 15?
14. 4 kids plus 2, 6. Add family of 6 now, plus 2 partners. 14.
So that was how many people I cooked for. And it's not an easy thing to do. And there was a deep level of stress. And
I also washed the meat thermometers without realizing.
Jessie had washed my meat thermometers, so there was no way of telling when the meat, or indeed, because I went a little bit avant-garde, I don't really buy into the whole traditional Christmas dinner, and I don't think anybody really enjoys it as much as you think they will, especially when you're catering with like 6 of the 14 people are kids. One of them's Jessie. Like, nobody's into it in that way. It just doesn't happen like that. You're much better off making fried chicken, which is what I did. Fried chicken, macaroni cheese, roast potatoes, gravy, tried to do some parsnips. They went in the bin.
And that was a failure.
Hot honey Brussels sprouts with bacon.
That would have been so nice.
I did them.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean that would have been so nice?
Sorry, I wasn't listening to you and I thought you were talking about parsnips now.
No, but you have to.
You failed.
We have to be listening to each other for this to work.
It's just because you're sitting behind me, so I can't look at you.
I didn't organise for us to be sitting at this desk.
You sit forwards.
No.
Okay, I'll move back.
Why have you got presents on the table?
For the set decoration.
Whose are they?
These are my presents for my mum. My mum shouldn't have wrapped them because they're not presents, but she does that.
What are they?
They're really, like it was my hand cream.
You got them. Yeah.
It's my hand cream. And
hand cream.
It's they're all to do with either passing the 11 plus, or
when you passed the 11 plus.
No, for Margot.
Right.
And like a book that was my brother's of Lego stickers that she's passing on to 10.
So rather than just bringing around bags of storage now, what she's done is decided to wrap the storage. It's like a Trojan horse type event with various bits of paraphernalia from the family storage unit. She's chosen to wrap it to get it into the house under the subterfuge of being a new gift.
It's very her because she's very practical woman. She doesn't like indulgences, doesn't like gifts. If you gave her a gift, she would hate you. And so what she's done is if she has to give a gift, it's got to be useful, has to provide a purpose and be beneficial to our lives and education or whatever. So for instance, she got me, this shows that she's really trying to understand my moods rather than just kind of say it's, it's not a real thing, depression or whatever. Not that she has said that, but she's from that generation of just kind of like, go for a run. She got me
Going for a run does help.
It does help. I went for a run today.
And you've been better company ever since, I think.
Yeah, if Donnie hadn't fallen over, I would have really liked it.
So this is a book called The Let Them Theory by Mel Robbins, published by Canongate Publishing, Edinburgh's foremost book publisher.
Oh, okay. Anyway, she got me that and she was like, don't be offended. I don't want you to be offended, but I thought that this might help, which was really sweet.
It is really sweet.
I did actually look through that in Waterstones and I thought, I know that already.
You could have been offended. I think my mum once bought me How to Be Happy by Paul McKenna. And I was quite offended by that.
Because you weren't happy at the time.
Well, I wasn't happy at the time, but that's neat. Like that's, I think it's the idea that it's Paul McKenna who might know the solution to my problems.
Right. Yes.
The Channel 5 hypnotherapist. I'm not sure he was the one that I was going to find life's answers from.
I wonder if you had read it blind, didn't know it was Paul McKenna, you would have liked it.
I'm sure he would have found some way to communicate that it was Paul McKenna.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, because the thing is, I actually have that same, it's very judgmental, but I don't like looking at the photos of whoever's writing a book.
Oh, can I see?
Because I then immediately just think of them telling me stuff. And if they don't, I like
a person,
they've got to be hot.
And what's wrong with Mel Robbins?
It's not that she's not hot, but I now know what she looks like. And it's now I'm thinking of her as I'm reading the book when I want to be thinking about my own life and how I can improve it.
Yeah.
I don't want to be thinking about her and her hair.
Yeah.
Or her glasses. Or her teeth.
Or the fact that she, during this shoot, has become distracted and like amazed by something above the camera.
A bird.
Like a birdie or somebody, their child doing a sweet thing on the ceiling maybe.
She's
anyway.
quite inspirational though. Obviously everyone knows who Mel Robbins is, I think.
I have absolutely no idea who Mel Robbins is.
Well, I think you just have to say that you know who Mel Robbins is. I thought I'd read a book by her before, but turns out I hadn't.
And it's also by her, Sawyer Robbins.
Oh yeah, that would have been.
Who is the meat-free alternative to Mel Robbins.
Get thee on the stage.
You know, I just cannot suppress my comic instincts.
I thought I'd read a book called Plan B after my brother died about grief and how to move on and stuff. Not to move on, how to process and build.
How to fucking forget about them.
What?
How to get on with it. How to stop fucking blubbing and just fucking work a day in your life like people used to do.
But that is actually the theory, what you just said. That's actually what it is.
Is this just the whole like pull your socks up? But
it's genuinely count down from 5. So go on, count down from 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now
you should have your shit together.
Right.
You had 5 seconds to get your shit together.
Is that why Thunderbirds do it?
I don't know.
5, 5, 5, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3.
So basically, the idea is that she used to hate getting out of bed because of the overwhelming burden of her life and all of the bills she had to pay and the debt that she was in and all the things she was scared to do. And then one day she just said, I can't do this anymore. I can't just lie in bed and let everything just, crush me. I have to get out of bed. So I'm going to count down from 5. And by the time I get to 1, I'm just going to get out of bed. And then it was like, ding, 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 ding. And so she started just making money out of that, basically. She started doing talks and she accidentally did the first TED Talk before TED Talks were a thing. And she didn't, it was a 22-minute talk. She had a panic attack for 19 minutes, forgot what she was going to say. And then in the last 2 minutes, she just said, I might as well then just say my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 theory. And that went viral. And so ever since she's been viral, she stayed viral.
She stayed viral. Never not been viral.
She's in and out of viral.
Never knowingly not been viral.
Some people just are constantly viral, aren't they?
Yes, I'm a fan of many people who are constantly viral, I have to say. I think that this life-changing tool that millions of people can't stop talking about, well, that sounds like a problem. If they cannot stop talking about it, I wouldn't advertise that. I would say that is a hindrance to their social lives and possibly professional lives. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Have you tried it in practice yet?
Well, I guess it's the same theory as eat that frog, which I try and do.
Yes, but you just try and eat the frog now rather than in 5 seconds. Maybe the 5 seconds helps.
I think what will help me going forwards is this. I will read the book. First of all, that's a big step forwards for me. actually not pretending that I can't learn anything from things. And I'm just going to stay depressed forever and it's fine. I will actually try to read the book. I will actually try and get happy. I will actually try and get some help by whatever means, not therapy, because that's bullshit.
No, Jessie, no, it's not. No.
Therapy's bullshit.
No, Jessie.
It is.
Nope. Go and have some.
Nope. I won't. I will do my own therapy. Thank you.
You need the kind of therapy that works for autistic people is different to that of neuro fucking boring people, whatever they're called. So typical. So that's why the diagnosis is important, because it changes the whole way that you're treated, apparently.
What if I'm not autistic and everyone's just made this up and I'm just a fucking cunt?
I don't think, again, I think the problem is the synonymizing of autism with cuntery.
I didn't say that, did I?
Yeah, you did. You said, what if I'm not autistic?
People are claiming, oh, she's very difficult because she's autistic. Maybe I'm just difficult because I'm a bitch.
I don't think I'm saying you're also difficult for an autistic person.
Oh, right. Okay.
You're not easygoing for an autistic, but like you just have some manifestations of various autistic traits that
I think autism is usually put in the same bracket as difficult, isn't it? Is it wrong of me to say that?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, right. Oops, sorry. I'll learn from that.
But it's just about how you, I mean, also you can only know what you've been told, can't you? So
I guess what I'm saying is I find life difficult.
Yes,
so like
you do.
It's not that, but
more difficult than your life is as well. I mean, your life's not easy, but you find it more difficult than on a day-to-day basis that it is.
Also,
so do I suppose.
There's such a spectrum.
Of what?
So there must be a cunty part of the spectrum. I'm in that part, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So like in the same way that you can be like Aries with Capricorn rising.
Yeah.
You could be autistic with cunt.
Yeah.
That's what you are.
Okay. We've recovered now. Thank God. We've made a joke of it. Hopefully people understand that I wasn't meaning to be offensive.
I think there is a use in your own willing to investigate own aspect, like of both of us being able to investigate our own ignorance rather than hide it.
Oh yeah, I know nothing. I know nothing about autism. All I know is that I have been now told it so many times it's difficult to ignore.
Yeah.
And also I found a diary entry from the latest storage load up here. And I opened the page and it was, so I used to go to this coffee shop every single day in Ealing, and I used to have to sit in the same seat with the same lighting, because the light would hit the table the right way. The seat would be right at the right angle away from the thing. And it was very, very specific every single day. And I ordered the same drink every day. And if it was at the time, it was Coffee Republic in Ealing.
Yeah.
And it was called a coffee freezer.
Yeah. A great drink. Great drink. One of the best of its day.
It was only at its optimum for a couple of years, and then it started becoming more of a frappe.
Yeah.
More of a watery frappe.
Yeah. Too much ice. Not enough, claggy, sugary gorgeousness.
Milkshake,
milk. Yeah. Milkshake is what you're after.
Yeah.
But under another name.
But because I was anorexic, I couldn't say it was a milkshake. I had to say it was a coffee. Yeah. I wasn't anorexic, but I was, it's close.
When you had a sort of...
I was in the semi-finals. Almost there. Didn't quite make it.
This is really... You see how many different groups of people you can piss off.
Oh, God. Do we have to start again?
No, we don't have to start again. This is good.
I just called autistic people cunts.
You didn't. You called yourself a cunt and you wondered that if the reason why you were a cunt was because you were autistic.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah. But also we can't say the C word again. Otherwise we're going to get like our advertising rights taken away by YouTube.
Can you not bleep that out?
No, it's if you front load a lot of the episode with swearing, but we put not suitable for kids on the thing anyway, so it doesn't matter.
From all episodes or just this one?
All of them.
Okay, well then we have to start again. Then we have to start again.
But it's not suitable for kids.
Yeah, but you just said that we're going to lose our whatever.
I just said we can't do it again.
But I've said it now 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, well, we haven't said it anymore. We're fine.
Oh, no.
It's fine.
Anyway, we're not getting any money from advertising, are we?
No, we're not. So it doesn't matter right now.
So, okay. Yeah, so I used to have to sit in the same seat, same lighting, same distance from the speakers. And there was always this one woman who would come in every day with her tiny dog and sit at a diagonal to me. And she was even more, like I would think, or autistic than me. She like you had a various array of strict habits. Exactly. And if she didn't get her seat, I would have to just look down at the floor. I couldn't see how difficult she was finding it. I found it too painful. She would make such a fuss. She would make a big thing about walking up and down the coffee shop until the seat was free and have to hover. And it was so funny and kind of heartbreaking. Whereas I could, if there wasn't my seat, I could go and sit in a different seat. Anyway, why was I saying any of this? Why was I talking about Coffee Republic?
Because of the freezer.
Yeah, but I was saying something else. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I found this list in this diary that I opened the other day where it was me complaining about all the things that weren't going right in Coffee Republic that day. So I made this note about the lighting, the sound, the seat, how some of the material had come off the seat, the ratios of the coffee freezer that weren't right. I'd written down the specific ratios that were wrong. The barista, how she'd spoken to me. I had a full list of what was displeasing and was really bothering me. And then I looked at that and I thought, okay, there's some evidence there.
When was this?
This is a couple of days ago.
Oh, right.
I found it.
That's
I found the list.
Right. Sorry, you said recently upon reflection about that event.
No, it was only opening that book recently that I saw, having looked through now enough of the books from early 20s.
Yeah.
Realizing, I was finding it really difficult at that time. And I didn't if I had because autism is now flung around the whole time. People are commenting on this or, we know so much more about it. It's such a more prevalent thing. And now, or diagnosis is more prevalent. And back then it really wasn't, it was not cool. You know what I mean? It wasn't like... I think the word cool is like... All right, Mr. Careful. Oh, now you're careful, are you?
I'm just trying to protect you.
Okay.
Because you're so laissez-faire with people's feelings.
I'm not. I'm just... You know how some comedians... I think people try and get the diagnosis because it seems like, cool. I know a few who their whole thing is now that they're autistic. It's like, but that you don't have, that's not your whole personality now.
I do feel...
I have to delete this podcast now. You're making me feel too uncomfortable.
I'm not, we can't start again. There's just not the time. I've not made you feel uncomfortable. We have to get on with it. Sorry. You've not said anything bad. We're just trying to work it out as we go. I'm not the one who's been constantly mentioning autism as soon as the podcast started. You have, the word cunt and autism.
You said it again now.
Yeah, I know, but that's fine. There's enough distance between the two.
Okay, fine. Let them. Let them what? Let them. Just let them. Let them be.
Oh, let them. The let them
theory.
Count to 5.
Come on, Alfie.
Count to 5.
Don't drink anymore. Jesus Christ.
I've been on top form so far.
No, you haven't. Apart from the soya, which was the highlight.
And Thunderbirds.
Okay, now you take the lead. So I'm just going to keep making myself feel like we're going to get cancelled.
We can't get cancelled.
Can we get co-cancelled?
I'd hope so.
I'm your co-cancel.
Maybe that's what Jean-Paul Sartre and Simone de Beauvoir would have had if they were around nowadays.
I don't know anything about them.
Well, she would go and procure him sort of teenage girls. And
I say that as there's a Simone de Beauvoir book right there that I keep pretending I've read, but I haven't.
That's mine.
Well, I've read the little intro bit, which is always more interesting than the book.
I think at some point soon, I'm going to read a book again.
Yeah,
I think I'm ready.
Well, you can start with a let them theory.
I'm not going to, in my most difficult times, I've succumbed to the purchase of self-help books. I've never read one. Cal Newport's Deep Work, how to concentrate and be productive.
The thing is, it is all quite simple stuff, but we just can't. Oh, that's your stomach. We just can't bring ourselves to do the simple things.
Well, yeah, I think if it, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, like, oh God, I need to, get up out of this bed. Oh God, I need to make this bed. Like how many times I need to go downstairs and galvanize myself and prep my fragile mind for the screaming of near half a dozen children. I need to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He's constantly counting down to the next fucking ordeal rather than just getting on with it. And I don't know, maybe it does work. And I haven't read the book. Maybe there's a great science behind it. But
I think the main thing to change this year is, reading as almost prescribed reading.
What I'm going to have to read. Even my new project. Reading is going to be a big part of my job.
Is it? What new project? Why don't I know about your new project?
Well, I'm telling you now.
What reading project?
No, it's my Monday night thing.
Oh, right. But why do you have to read for that? It's comedy.
Because you got to do research on what's happened that week. But
that's news. I don't think the news counts as reading.
It does.
I think books.
If you read it.
I think books is what you need to read.
Yeah, that you need to read them as well. But also you need to read the news.
Mm-hmm. I can't read the news right now.
No, because you're podcasting.
No, I can't look at it right now. No, I agree. Factoring, I think I am aware of the news, but I'm half asleep when I'm listening. But I'm not as on top of world events as I probably should be. I'm on top of UK politics and that's about it.
But there's a good coverage in your podcast that you listen to.
Yeah, it seems to be the same every time now.
Keir Starmer isn't very good.
I started the year...
Donald Trump isn't very nice.
I started the year reading really well. But that's because I started with such an amazing book on beauty by Zadie Smith. And then...
Well, yeah, and I finished the last year, reading really well. But that was because I had that book.
Which one was it again?
On Beauty by Zadie Smith.
Oh, yeah, so I read that straight after you.
I gave it straight to you because it's so brilliant.
It was so good. And it was such a lovely month of reading. And then I thought, I'll read a new book every month. And then I did. I managed till about April. Yeah, and then I started OnlyFans. I started OnlyFans in March. And then it really kicked into gear in April. And I've read a little bit since, but not enough. I've read a bit of nonfiction. I need to get back into it.
It's just hard when we get into bed of an evening to not want to just completely collapse, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really, really hard, but we really do need to do something else. But the thing is, if that's the one thing that I think we have to factor in reading in the day, because I think at night we're just so tired. So tired. Well, and they're going to bed later and later. Well,
they won't. And there should be morning reading, I think. Morning pages.
Yeah. 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 Anyway, I think this has got quite boring. I think you've made it really boring.
You should go back to offending people. That was
your
fun.
Fault.
It was fun when you were being like, who else can we upset?
We were actually talking about Christmas and what was our favorite thing. So what was the favorite thing for you?
My favorite thing was on Christmas Eve, there was a moment when our youngest came up to me with this weird kind of animal bingo game and said, "Daddy, will you play this with me?" And I was so delighted that I had been requested to engage in the play of a bingo animal board game that I did. But then everybody got involved and we were all playing and it was so nice. I felt a very deep and rich spiritual sense of contentment with my life and my family. And I really felt very engaged with our children and my sense of love for them. And then last night watching Forrest Gump with them, not a totally suitable film. However, I think when you do the cost benefit analysis of those films, and if it's okay for a child to see them, like all of the enrichment that they receive from the story and the emotion and the art, the beauty, the way that it's shot, the storytelling, like, you know, yes, Robin Wright, pen, maybe at the times, side boob, maybe not appropriate for the younger viewer.
This was pre-pen, I think.
I think it's pre-pen. Yeah, I think that it's fine.
Yeah, I agree. It's also just...
I wouldn't be watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre with them, but like, or porn. But I think Forrest Gump's pretty great. And it's actually the first time I'd seen Forrest Gump since I was a child. It was a movie, for some reason, I watched a lot. Maybe because it's just one of those ones you've got on VHS and always stands out. You think, I can watch that because it's there. And I watched it a lot. And watching it for the first time as an adult was just amazing, because there's so much in it that you didn't realize that was there, and the elements of, like, when he starts running after he sleeps with Jenny for the first time, and then she scarpers very quickly, and he doesn't know, he's not emotionally articulate enough to be in pain, so he has to run, and that's the only way that he can alleviate the pain, is just by running constantly. He's running from his heartache, and then slowly he's in the canyon wherever he is with long hair and a big bushy beard, and he goes, okay, I think I'm ready to move on with my life now, and goes back home. Oh my
gosh, I wish I hadn't gone to bed by that, but
yeah, you were too pissed.
I was not. I was just comatose. And we watched Catch Me If You Can, which again I fell asleep for, but you've watched Catch Me If You Can with the kids too, and they loved that.
A big Hanks marathon. We always...
He's in that too.
Yeah,
oh
so we always at Christmas seem to... I think last Christmas, or the Christmas before, we did a very, very John Candy heavy Christmas. And of course, John Candy was very heavy.
I don't remember a single thing from last Christmas.
Cool Runnings, Uncle Buck. You don't remember watching Cool Runnings and Uncle Buck?
No, I was so depressed.
Catch you later.
Don't you? I've genuinely emotionally blocked that out.
It was my favourite ever Christmas last Christmas.
No, it can't have been. I caused mass destruction. How can that have been your favourite Christmas?
It was just beautiful.
Are you serious?
It was astonishingly beautiful.
You are joking.
Was that the one where you caused the fight?
Yeah.
So the Christmas before
I told them to go away. I told my family to go away, yeah. But that did prompt me to get my diagnosis of PMDD, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. What do we need to prompt you into other diagnoses?
Let's stay away from this topic now.
Okay.
Move on, okay? Move on.
Sorry.
I think that was the Christmas before that we watched Cool Runnings and stuff.
It was, yeah.
I think that honestly, last Christmas was a complete write-off in every single way. And I never, ever will have another Christmas like that again. And to go from that low to this Christmas, actually, where my whole family was round and it was seamless, and you was so nice and cooked for us, and you played spoons with us as a family, and you know, you were so generous and lovely with them.
Well, it was fun. It wasn't a favour I was doing anyone.
And had chats with my medical family about health stuff that you're just so adaptable and amazing at just getting in there with people. It's so great. So thank you. So,
listener, if we ever meet and the conversation is a bit off, you can rest firmly in the knowledge that it is your fault, not mine. Because you've heard it here first. I am very adaptable.
And if you meet me,
it's on her.
It's just me. Mm-hmm. That's me.
In fact, good luck.
Yeah, I'm not the warmest.
I remember the first time I was with Jessie, like out and about, the first time I saw her get recognised. We were in Foyles and we were going up the staircase, the bookshop at Oxford Circus, and these two girls went, "Oh my God, I love your stuff." And you went, "Oh, okay," and wandered off. I think they wanted a photo or something.
Who would ask? The photo thing is a step too far. Come on.
I know a famous person, a rather charming young woman, who I was with once in Rocket in Covent Garden. And somebody said, "Oh my God, I love your stuff. Can I have my photo taken with you?" And she went, "Oh no, I don't do that. Sorry."
Yeah, that's what I say. I say, "Oh, sorry, I do it wrong," because then I say, "Oh no, sorry, I just look too awful. I'm disgusting. I'm gross." And then they have to say, "No, you're not. No, you're not." Try it. And then
you go, "Thank you."
And then
I still don't want the photo. Yeah.
So I still don't do the photo. And they've complimented me.
But you've got great skin. You look great. You should try something else. You just go, "Sorry, I really don't like doing that."
I used to say, when I was more pretentious, I would say something like, "I don't have the control of that photo, and every photo takes a bit of my soul."
Yeah, but that I'm not. The thing is, the trick of the game, I suppose, if you're in this situation. I mean, I'm always very good at taking the photos on the rare occasions that it gets asked.
You're bloody delighted.
Yeah, satisfied customer should have them stuffed. It's Faulty Towers.
You get recognised more than me here.
Yeah, I do.
It's annoying.
Yeah. We'll get used to it.
Why?
Because that's the future.
What do you mean?
I mean, I've got an audition for Hollyoaks. I didn't tell you, but I'm in the final two.
No, you don't.
Because I'm local now. Yeah,
I know. I've been invited to Lime Street Pictures to do a development thing, and I won't be going.
Why?
Because I'm not going to ever do development again. It's so stupid.
Stupid.
Apart from one idea I've got, but that's it. And that's my last ditch attempt.
What?
And it won't be on Lime Street Pictures.
Well, what's wrong with Lime Street Pictures?
No, they're great, but I don't have
No, you horrid.
I'm just saying.
Snob.
I'm not a snob. I'm not saying a snob. Like, I'm just saying they don't do documentary. My ideas for a hardcore, hard-hitting documentary, okay?
Straight from the hip.
Bang, bang, bang. I've already said to my agent, "Do they do documentary?" And they've said no. And so I said, well, then I can't. It's a very serious documentary, actually.
What's it about?
I'm not going to tell you.
You just give me like the theme. Is it going to be a sports documentary, a murder documentary?
No.
Is it going to be a...
Imagine if I said I'm doing a football documentary. I'm doing a football documentary.
I'd love that. Who have you got confirmed?
No. Okay. Stop being quirky.
You don't like it when I'm quirky.
No,
and
I don't like it.
No, you want me just doer.
Just be serious.
Okay.
No, don't be serious. Don't be serious. But I really don't like how I'm coming across on this at all.
Okay. Well, we're 35 minutes in. So again, I'm going to...
I don't like it.
If
this was for Patreon, I'd be fine with it because then they can see the real me. But
no,
this is not.
This is the real her. She's finally lurched.
I'm not enjoying, and you're not protecting me.
I feel like I've protected you a couple of times.
You're not taking the lead and being kind of,
I'm not
you're
taking
not being a man.
No, okay. Well, I'm tired from battle.
What's your battle?
No, I was just trying to be a man.
Oh, right. Okay, cool. No, you're a little man now, aren't you? Keep losing weight.
Mm-hmm.
You had only a bite of your dinner at Christmas lunch.
I was the chef. The chef tastes the food. I was tasting the food all day. I didn't want to sit down and then eat any of it. Also, because somebody had washed up the meat thermometers, I couldn't fry the chicken at a high enough oil so as to crisp the skin under the batter. So there was sort of rubbery skin underneath the batter, which annoyed me incredibly deeply.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was
no,
good.
But you should not say that.
It was really good.
But you don't get to say that it wasn't
really,
good.
No, but it was really good.
Fault.
But I could tell that you would have. It was my fault because of the meat thermometer. I didn't know you couldn't bathe the meat thermometers in soapy water.
Yeah,
I didn't know that, so I left them in there for a good couple of hours in the morning.
Did you actually? One of them still worked for about 20 minutes after that. They're very resilient, these
Well,
meat
I've
thermometers.
hair dried it.
Anyway, you owe me a Thermapen.
I'm really sorry about that.
Well, next Christmas, we're going to have even more people up here.
Well, I'm going to make sure that no one's got food poisoning. Imagine if you got food poisoning now.
Because you washed up the meat thermometers.
Yeah. We've probably got a few more hours before we know if we got food poisoning, right?
No.
It's Boxing Day if anyone's not listening to this on...
I think we'd know.
If we had food poisoning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I think we'd know.
Because they will hate you if you've given them food poisoning.
Look, I cooked. It's part of the dance. Like, you know,
But we'll all
could have
get
been from
skinnier,
anything.
which is what we want.
Also could have been from Pizza Express, could have been from something else they ate. I don't know. It could have been whatever.
True.
I'm not like...
Yeah.
Also, I cut the chicken. It was cooked through.
And it was delicious. It was really delicious.
Yeah. Fucking, I know. I had some as well.
It was really delicious. Yeah. We missed the parsnips though.
Yeah, that was an oversight. But you can't get everything right. Something has to die. And I'm glad it wasn't the stuffing, the macaroni cheese, the roast potatoes, or the fried chicken.
Yeah.
Or the Brussels sprouts. If something was expendable, or the gravy, if something was expendable, I'm glad it was the parsnips.
Well, I don't quite understand the macaroni cheese thing. Like, what was that for?
Me.
Yeah, exactly. But is that a Christmas food?
No, but cauliflower cheases. So I thought, why not just do it nicer?
Yeah. It was so funny as well because we only have a few plates and mismatching cutlery and stuff, and we didn't think that maybe the plates would have been. So at one point, again, not to bitch about her, but my sister got a little bit stressed about the plate situation.
No,
she did.
Serving spoon situation.
No, she got annoyed about the plates. She was like, okay, I don't need a plate. The whole 24 hours, I was just waiting for her to fuck up so I could pounce.
Yeah, you so relish being in the presence of somebody else who is not easygoing.
So I was just ready for her to start a fight.
There's somebody else.
So when she said that she was going to go out because she needed food, I was like, ding, 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 ding. Time to fight. Time to go. And then when there wasn't enough plates and I could see that she was upset that she wasn't getting a plate, I was like, oh, well, yeah, you can just have a small plate. You can have a small plate if you want. And she was like,
oh, yeah, I heard that. That was bitchy.
I'm having a small plate. And also because she thinks that obviously I don't eat. So she was like, of course you're going to have a small plate. She didn't say that, but that's what she said with her eyes. But we actually had a really nice time.
Everybody had a really nice time. Everybody was on top form.
No family drama. No mention of my dead brother either. Usually he gets a mention. I was expecting someone to go, like someone to make a mistake and mention him. And it would have been a mistake. It would have been a mistake at that because it was so tense anyway. And it's not like his presence isn't missed the entire time. It's not like we're not all thinking about the fact that there's one person missing. But I think to actually verbalize that, it would have not been very us as a family. You know, like we very much suppress.
It's quite nice, like being around you as a family.
Really?
Yes, because as a fan of drama myself, like being an observer of good dramas, like what makes a good drama a lot of the time that you watch is a rich subtext. Most of the drama is in what isn't being said. And that is always the case at one of your family gatherings. Mm-hmm. There's so much under the surface that is playing into, it's what Mad Men do so brilliantly, is that the way they let you know that the way they're interacting with each other is because of something neither of them is saying, but it's present. It's more present than the actual language being used. It's what makes it so incredibly engaging. Like the story isn't in the words, it's in the behavior and the patterns. And that's also what's incredibly fascinating about your family. And I would say probably any family. But being the only person, me and Rosa, to not be sharing blood. To not share blood with everybody else.
Yeah, I was thinking I would love to have seen you and Rosa alone in the house.
In a jacuzzi.
Be careful.
Jacuzzis are dangerous. Matt Perry died in one. It's not funny.
I would have just loved to see a little chat with you guys and be like, how do we get out? Let's just go. Especially when the spoons thing happened. If anyone doesn't know what spoons is, it's a game where you try and get a spoon once you've got 4 cards and the person doesn't grab the spoon.
When you've got 4 of a kind, Number, not suit. Don't make that mistake and make a fool of yourself in front of the Cave family.
I don't understand what that means.
Yes, exactly. That's why you weren't playing. I picked it up quickly. I wasn't particularly good at it. Not something I particularly mind. I'm so not competitive with regard to things that I know don't matter. And people who are competitive, I've got to win spoons. Like, I just don't know why that would improve the quality of your life at all. But if you want to win spoons, you go for it.
That's why it was fascinating for the first time to see our oldest son play and almost win, like he did well, with my older brother, my younger brother, and Rosa and my dad. He was getting so into it and so involved, and he is so too competitive so competitive. And for a second, it was really nice to see that element come out of, that might be a blood thing. Maybe the competitiveness is a blood thing because you just aren't. Whereas my brothers were like, when they went to get the spoon, it was life or death. Whereas you were like, oh, I got a spoon.
There are just certain things that I think are valuable. Like I would be competitive in some areas, but I only am competitive in areas that I see that there has to be some value in excelling in that area. It can't just be winning for winning's sake, which is what spoons is. Well,
that's why also you would never do an ultra marathon. Like Robbie, like my brothers do, they want to do an ultra marathon. They're that type of,
I went through a little phase of, and I think actually it coincided in, my terrible year where I would research marathons and marathon training and getting into running. And I think it's because you want to control something or succeed in just find somewhere where you can feasibly fucking succeed when all else is lost.
And control.
I'm not saying this is why your brothers want to do it. I'm just saying this is why I wanted to do it.
I think it is about, a lot of it's to do with control too.
Mm-hmm.
They can control their training and their distance and their, it was also so funny when, because they're medical, the chat about testosterone came up.
It's a bit too much.
That's just so much too much. And we were joking about your testosterone, and it's just the whole table just was talking about that. Like medical families are so strange because you chat about things that you probably wouldn't. And it's just amazing how the chat can immediately turn to life expectancy and, levels of cortisol and stuff that just is, and you got involved. It was so sweet. And even when they said, oh no, you absolutely should get off that.
No, they didn't.
Well, they did. They didn't. He's only going to lose 20 years of his life. It's fine.
No, that was a joke.
Robbie wasn't joking.
No, he was laughing as he said it. This is part of the problem.
I don't think he was.
You think he genuinely thinks that I am going to lose 20 years of my life
because you're taking steroids?
Because I'm on stegs.
Mm-hmm. But then what I couldn't say at the Christmas dinner in front of all my family was like, but it's worth it because his dick is so great.
Enormous. Suddenly and uncharacteristically enormous.
And then my dad.
It's like I've just, it's like I've imported a dick from Sweden to use.
But then did you hear my dad mention that?
Yes, I did, yeah.
What did he say? That, well, the testicular volume or...
Yeah. Well, I gave him a nod for that. I said, well, yes, that was the truth that was bubbling under the surface, and thank you for bringing it to the top, or something I said to him.
It was very funny.
My typically smarmy way, but it was great fun, and they were fine with me. I was wondering when I brought up, or when you brought up, or whoever brought up TRT, but I need to take it, brought it up, that it was going to be a problem, but it wasn't. I
think genuinely, because we've had such a difficult time as a family, and I have been such a difficult factor in, like I've been the main problem. The let them thing is relevant here because I think we have done everything so madly as a couple, like even just from the day one getting pregnant, and I think people just expect us to do, just to be a bit, untraditional and mad. So for us to have got a giant dog and for you to be on TRT, I don't think they even now bat an eyelid.
But I think TRT is one of the most like common. I think that is uncharacteristic. I think TRT you more associate with like free speech, Joe Rogan.
Hang on, what's TRT?
Testosterone replacement therapy.
Isn't that what you're doing?
Yes.
All right. What?
What?
I don't understand.
I'm saying that it's not something that people would have expected of us.
No, I'm not saying they expected of us, but now that you're doing it, they're like, oh, okay, let them.
Yeah. Oh, right. It's just part of we do what we fucking want.
Yeah, like, Jessie shaved her head. Let her.
I would absolutely love if you shaved your head.
I will shave my head once I stop OnlyFans.
Yeah?
And I'm going to fucking sell it.
Shave your head.
Shave my head and sell it.
Get your new boobs in, shave your head.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're up the spout, of course.
Yeah, well, let's see. 2026, here we come.
2026.
I feel a lot more positive than I did at the end of last year, which has to be. It is good to have to reflect and think what's happened in the last year to move forwards and what have I improved in the last year. I think that I am really, really amazed that this year has like OnlyFans has been such a huge thing for me and such a good thing for me. And we've moved house, and that's amazing. Compared to last year, we were so broken and scared and fucked. We were fucked.
Yeah. Well, that was the only thing that I wanted from my interaction with your family. And I got that pretty early on. So I was happy.
Well, they were walking around this house and they were just kind of in awe.
Well, when we sat down, it was just me and the other men congregating, talking about death. They all said to me, well done on, prepping food for 14 people for the day. And I said, yeah, I mean, it's comparatively easy. Like I get a big win here. It's a big, easy win because I get to make food for 14 people and I'm the hero of the day because I might not be the best cook in the world, but I am better than the other 13 people. Rosa, notwithstanding, maybe I have no idea. But I said, Jessie has been like earning money that have painted these walls. Like she's the one that is the reason why we're all enjoying being in the nice place where we are. You said that? I said that to them.
Oh my God, really?
Mm-hmm.
That's so brave of you to say.
Well, I wasn't going to mention OnlyFans, but any member of your family who, without, obviously naming names, who has been not as supportive as they may have been about that endeavor, I just wanted to let them know they were enjoying Christmas.
Thanks to OnlyFans.
Thanks to OnlyFans, essentially. Well, no, but thanks to you and the decision that you made and the brave, weird thing that you did and the leap that you took and the count to 5 that you fucking must have gone through in your brain. And I remember speaking to you in January last year and you said in March or April, I'm going to start. You kept kicking the can down the road, but you were more sure about it. I think also to anybody starting a project or who wants to do something big, just because you haven't done it yet doesn't mean you're not going to do it. Like, it's so easy when you've got like, I hate talking like this, but it's so easy when you've got something that you say that you're going to do, that if you haven't done it as soon as you thought you were going to do it, you go, well, I didn't do it. Fuck it. It's over. Whereas what you did was you wanted to start it in 2024, I think. And then, it became January, February, March, April. But I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to fucking do it. Like us with this podcast, COVID hits. We think, let's start a podcast together. And then bam, 5 years later, here we are.
The same with you and your special as well.
Same with me and my
you've
special.
had it's been 2 years, almost 3 years since you were cancelled. You filmed the show last year. You did the show the year that you've been working on the show since the whole thing started. And the idea of having the special out and it been there, it was just like, it seemed to take forever.
Yeah.
But now that it's out there and you're getting all of this nice response and you kind of feel free from the whole thing. Yes, it took you a while, but you did it. You did it. You go, girl. Let them yet.
What?
Did you know that there's a...
Oh, let them. Right.
But did you know that there's also a funny thing of the yet? Have you seen the yet meme?
No.
It's
I'm a bit behind on my memes, I'm afraid.
Well, I don't even know if it's a meme. I just know that Meghan Markle, she went on a podcast where
Are you still pretending to like her?
I do like her.
Right.
I don't know if it's bad, but I do like her.
I think everybody basically, when it came out, like everybody went, like when they all moved to LA, everybody was like, oh God, the treatment she's received from the press has been absolutely abhorrent. Can't believe a woman of color, this really disgusting behavior from the press. And then they saw her in interview and they went, oh no, okay, yeah, sorry, she is.
I think bravo to her, to be honest.
I've not consumed enough of the Harry and Meghan content to actually meet judgment of my own. But
when you were extremely depressed during COVID, we watched the Oprah interview together.
Did we?
Yeah. Do you remember that?
No.
One of the few times we were in the same bedroom. I never even went in that bedroom, did I? I just had to sleep with the kids the whole time.
I don't know.
Anyway, she was on a podcast and she was like, just because I haven't done something yet does not mean that I won't do it. Like, I might be a farmer, but I'm not yet.
And she's there with like a fan of hers or something.
I think it's a podcast host all about the idea of yet. I might be completely wrong. But when you just said yeah,
do you remember when Charlie Sheen was having that breakdown and he was being interviewed the whole time?
No.
You don't remember when Charlie Sheen got fired from 2.5 Men and then had a drug-fueled meltdown?
No, but I'm going to watch that. I'm going to watch that documentary and then I'll find out.
And then they used a vocoder to pitch shift his interview to being a song.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on a drug called Charlie Sheen.
Yeah.
And it was so poetic and beautiful.
Again, we're so up to date with our references, aren't we? Really keeping on top of things. What's going on?
Anyway, he used to say can't is the cancer of happen.
Right. Well, that is.
He's right.
He's so right. Go Charlie.
Also, I think if you listen to what he said in those interviews, I'm on a drug called Charlie Sheen. It's not available. If you try it once, you will die. Your face will melt off and your children will weep over your exploded body. That is funny and excellent. That's really good. Funny. You try it once, your face will melt off and your children will weep over your exploded body.
Have I told you that I met Denise Richards? Have I said that on the podcast?
Oh
before?
my God. But also, yeah. No, you haven't told me that you've met Denise Richards, but also remind me. Remind me about the Charlie Sheen voicemail that he leaves her. Because it's the most horrid thing in the world. I'm not even sure if it's funny.
No, I don't. Did I tell you that?
No, I told you that.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. No, when I first went to LA after Harry Potter came out to think I was going to try and make it in America. And then I had a manager who I think thought she did not understand me. And she, at one point I was having a meeting with her about my headshots, which she disliked intensely. And Denise Richards, it's a glass door thing, so you can see the whole office. Denise Richards walks in and the agent is completely ignores me. Denise. And Denise comes in with her tiny dog. And the agent says, this is, forgets my name. This is, and I think she looks down at my resume and sees my name. And this is just, she's such a huge fan of you. She pretends that I'm a Denise Richards fan. And then I have to just think, oh God. Oh, yeah. Hi, Denise. Oh, so excited to meet you. And Denise looks so delighted that I'm like a fan, and pays me way too much attention, and like looks at me so, when somebody's just so
hot,
desperate for, just like this interaction is so important because it's kind of validating everything.
Was she gorgeous?
It was exactly around the time that this whole Charlie Sheen thing was blowing up.
Right.
And I had to talk to her for a while about how much I loved her. And then she left, and the agent just left and didn't ever come back in the room. And then I was just there in the office, and eventually I left. And then she came back out. The agent came back out and was like, okay, sorry. Let's touch base in the morning. And so I went home, to my flat, and I thought, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. I thought that touch base means have a meeting. So I went in. I went into the offices the next morning and sat there, and I was like, hi, I'm Jessie. I'm here to touch base. I'm here to touch base. And the walls were thin. It was like, so basically the receptionist was like, oh, you're here to touch base? Oh, okay. And then he calls the agent in her office, which is just like over there, and said, hi, we got Jessie Cave here to touch base. She says that you told her to come in, and you hear the agent in her office go, what? What? She's come here? Why is she here? I said touch base.
This is a big agent.
Like quite a big agent. And I was too embarrassed. I left. I was like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry. It's fine. And then I basically never heard from him again. Truly awful stuff. Yeah. Anyway, that's my Denise Richards story.
Oof.
Hopefully we have less of those stories in the next part of our lives.
I think you've got to take these Denise Richards stories as a big learning curve, don't you?
What if I had said, no, I'm not a huge fan, but lovely to meet you. I mean, you can't say I'm not a fan if somebody just said she's a huge fan. You can't say, no, I'm not a fan.
No.
But what was I meant to do?
I don't know.
Right. I think that's enough.
It's not a position I've ever been put in.
I've had a couple of instances like that, and I faked it. But I won't do that, and I don't do that. I wouldn't do that before. I wouldn't do that again, I mean.
What, you would say, I'm not a fan of yours?
I think if that happened now, I would say, oh, am I? And do that.
Fuck.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to just be a little bit more, brutal.
I'm a huge fan of Charlie Sheen.
I really want to finish watching that documentary. I think we need to go now.
I like to party. What's not to like? The run I was on made Jagger and Richards look like droopy-eyed, armless children. It's how I party. It's very poetic.
Okay.
He's got such a hold on his language. Amazing.
As do you.
Yeah.
You could be Charlie Sheen. Look, you're
I also like to abuse substances.
No, you don't.
No, but I like, I had a modafinil.
You like being a bad boy.
I had a. Do you like me being a bad boy?
You're such a bad boy.
You like me being a bad boy? I had a modafinil the other day and then a joint.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
You're going to die.
And then the conjunction of the two, the sweet spot there was absolutely magical.
I would have fully expected my dad and my brother to say yesterday, Alfie's got 7 years left to live. At the end of the day.
Imagine if they saw my drawer of syringes.
No, Alfie, let's just stop that. That's for testosterone, okay, before anyone jumps to conclusions.
I think that was assumed, wasn't it, by them?
It's dinner time.
Are you hungry, girl?
I'm hungry now.
What are you going to have?
Not your fucking macaroni and cheese, because that's disgusting.
You don't like it because you don't like...
Cheese. Not a cheese fan.
Yeah, and you don't like pasta.
No.
There's nothing in that dish for you, is there?
No, nothing in the dish. I think I overdosed on pasta as a teenager, which is why I don't like it. It was the only thing I ate.
Is this like your porridge story?
Yeah, can't eat porridge.
Because you had too much porridge.
Had too much porridge, fell asleep for too long.
Yeah. This is how I feel about the film The Mask. I just overdid it and now I can never really watch it again.
Oh my God, that film. Do you know the film that I think we should watch with them? Oh no, it was too boring. Can we leave the podcast now?
Yes.
Yeah. That's your stomach. That's your stomach.
I also need to eat. I'm wasting away, Jessica.
You are. You're only 55 kilograms.
Shush. Okay. Thank you very much for listening. And this has been our Christmas episode. We're all a bit hungover and a bit drunk. And we hope you...
I'm not hungover or drunk.
No, but with life she is.
Oh yeah.
And...
I'm sorry if I offended anyone.
Well, we'll put that in the intro. Would you like to?
Yeah,
would you like to now
intro.
at the like?
Yeah. Let's do the intro now.
Do the intro, and you can really just
cool.
clarify that you didn't want to offend anybody.
Yeah, cool. Let's do that. Thank you for listening, everybody. Sorry that we haven't. If you are a patron and
no, don't address the Patreon now, please. Jesus, this is they've suffered enough. You got 11 minutes left before we run out of.
Okay, thank you for listening, everybody. Stay tuned.
The intro doesn't take 11 minutes. Don't worry about it.
2026. Before we break up again.
We'll have a New Year's episode.
A full year before we break up again next year.
We can have a recap
Unless we
of
die,
the year.
of course.
Okay. Thank you for listening.
Thank you. I am learning to drive, so that is possible.